Looks like he is going to cry. I tell him once again, the iron brew is mine. Now I'm falling through the air. I wonder where I'm going to land. He nicked my iron brew and let go of my hand.
Well, it's almost Christmas morning, and Santa's on his way. The whole wide world is waiting for this wondrous day. With our dreams of toys and presents, we wait impatiently, promising to be as good as can be. Christmas morning, Santa's come and gone. All the joy around us, look what he's done. Christmas morning, hearts are light and gay. We have waited for so long for Christmas Day. The sounds, the joys and delights, the laughter and the surprise,
Christmas carols that hum in our heads,
and the love that glows deep in our eyes. Christmas morning has to be the best. It's a day that's made to share our happiness. Why can't every day be like Christmas Day?
Poor guy. I understand. It ain't easy being banished. Yeah, take my buddy Bigfoot. When he was banished, he fashioned an enormous diaper out of poison ivy. Wore it on his head like a tiara. Called himself King Itchy. It won't be so hard for you guys, though, you know, I mean, how lucky can you get? Banished with your best friend.
Hello, this is the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. And I just cannot believe this is going to be the second episode review of this season. And this time, it's actually snowing here in Michigan. And speaking about snow, I decided to actually pull a Loud House episode that has something to do with snow. And without that being said though, Snow News Day. As you know, this is the 43rd episode from season 6, and most likely above all the 289th episode. So when I heard what was going to happen in this episode, I sort of kind of raised an eyebrow and kind of scratched my head a bit with this one, because there have been a lot of debates with so many people that actually believe or don't believe in a Yeti. Let me say that again, Yeti. Because the plot of the episode, when there are sightings of a Yeti in Royal Woods, the Action News team sets out to prove its existence. This is an episode that can depend on how you slice it, whether you're slicing an apple or chopping someone's head off. Because there have been a lot of debates that are people saying that they have proof of the existence of a Yeti or Bigfoot or Loch Ness Monster, and there are others that are just calling it a hoax. But let's find out whether this thing exists or if it's just a hoax. And spoiler, I hated the ending of this episode. And before I can go any further into this review, I brought a guest star with me to help me investigate if this abominable snow monster actually exists. I bring to you all David Mercado.
Hello and happy holidays, everyone. Today we're in for something fun and enjoyable with Lincoln and his friends as we venture into the snowy weather to hunt for a supposed abominable snowman. Grab your winter clothes and hot chocolate and let's dive right in.
Clyde, sweetie, any idea why your father is outside in the middle of a snowstorm? And wearing that hideous coat?
Yeah, is the gay white man not even that smart to even notice? Doesn't even look like a human being? I'm sorry, how long has he known Harold for? Because honestly, he can't be really that dumb to actually notice what he wears and what he doesn't wear.
Harold?
Wait, if that's not you outside, then who is it?
What the heck? Is that Everest from the DreamWorks film Abominable?
Do you even need to be a third grader to figure out what that was? What's the first thing that comes into your mind when you see something that big, walking on two legs and is covered in white fur? Tell you one thing though, that's no fucking polar bear.
What is that big shadow in the dark? Oh gosh, it's a polar bear. And you are in the middle of the Arctic. How can you get out of this in one piece? It won't be easy this time.
You know what they say, supernatural obsessed nerds of a feather watch alien films together.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Oh no, I must protect Katie.
The front door camera detected movement. Go, go, go! Look! What is that? I don't know! But made off with our Christmas lights.
Jingle bells, Lana smells, Lenny laid an egg. Lola thinks that Lynn stinks. And the camel said, "Oh, they!"
Oh, charming. Destined to become a classic holiday line.
Oh, I waited 10 years to do that last bit. Madagascar, the Simpsons couch gag, the melody, it fits perfect. Anyways, next day, at the Loud House.
Oh, the ding-dang thing won't start.
No worries, Dad. I can use my shovel. Whoa, those are some weird footprints.
Oh gosh, who made them?
Well, it wasn't Cinderella.
Stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm stomping that Yeti, stomp. Sorry guys, but seeing all these signs of the Yeti reminds me of that one song from the Backyardigans.
Hey, it started!
I really don't understand how the hell does Lincoln always get stripped down when he gets hit? Well, at least he wasn't in his underwear this time, otherwise he would freeze his dick off.
So, what story do we leave with today? Feetloaf, typo on the lunch menu, or new trash cans in the teacher's lounge?
Boy, slow news day.
No, you said that wrong. It's supposed to be Snow News Day. But in the fandom's mind, I'm snow bored of these bad episodes in season 6.
Listen up, people! I've got a hot lead. There's a creature loose in Royal Woods, and it took all our Christmas lights last night.
Let me pretend I care. Okay, I'm done.
I think you're fucking nuts.
Wait, my dads and I saw a big furry figure run through the backyard last night, and I found this footprint in my driveway.
McBride, you pussy-ass bitch. I swear, you gotta start seeing some girls instead of listening to your dads all the fucking time. It ain't helping you to grow up.
Survey says...
Let me see your photo. Guys, I think there's an abominable snowman in Royal Woods. You pussy.
Oh yeah? I couldn't tell. That's impossible. There's no such thing as an abominable snow monster in Royal Woods. The kids might have seen something like a polar bear. Wait, polar bears don't live in Michigan, do they?
Oh man, this is great for us! For centuries, people have been trying to prove the existence of an abominable snowman. If we can get evidence that shows it's real, it could be our biggest scoop ever!
Now that's a big story to tell, but the problem is people aren't even that brave enough to get close to one. Sometimes that reality show of them discovering Bigfoot I think is a bunch of bull crap. You want something that's more realistic and down to earth? Look at a YouTube channel called They Will Kill You, and then suddenly when you're done watching the video, look up and research those stories that they mentioned in their countdown, and they aren't making shit up. Especially on the alligator list that a 2-year-old boy got his life taken by an alligator in Disney World.
In August 2016, the Graves family was vacationing
at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. They had decided to go to the beach after an outdoor movie had been cancelled due to stormy weather. 2-year-old Lane Graves was building a sandcastle near the shore. At one point, he bent over to scoop wet sand into his plastic bucket. His father, Matt, was nearby along with Lane's mother and his 4-year-old sister. Suddenly, the family heard a loud splash. When Matt turned around, he saw that an alligator had clamped down on Lane's head. He jumped in the water and tried to free his son by pulling on the alligator's snout. Unfortunately, the beast's grip was too strong. Seconds later, the alligator dragged Lane underwater and they disappeared into the Seven Seas Lagoon.
Well, it'll sure beat reporting on typos and trash cans.
Then this looks like a job for the Action News Team. Winter Edition.
Normally, I'd say we use the Power Rangers theme that we used for the review of Kernel of Truth, but since it's the holiday season, we'll need something that's both action-packed but still feels like a Christmas tune. What do you have in mind, Loud House Critic?
Survey says...
Crazy. It's insane, right?
Look! A trail! We're getting close!
Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
If you kept asking questions, you'd keep getting answers. Was that an answer?
You're such a pussy. Maybe that's why I love you.
That must be it!
So, not it.
Let's hope and pray like hell that a bunch of deer are not going to be the main antagonists for a horror feature film, as Winnie the Pooh shouldn't be.
What the fuck are you talking about? Fuck this.
So the Freckle Gang has a better idea. Instead of chasing the damn thing, they decided to lure its ass out.
Everybody loves my cinnamon buns.
Who the fuck doesn't love cinnamon buns? I had a bad addiction of cinnamon buns when I was a teenager. Especially in the winter. This is the best time to enjoy cinnamon buns.
See? What did I tell you? Clyde, hang on, buddy! Ah!
Hey, you nocturnal rat with wings, get your filthy claws off Clyde's buns. Cinnamon buns, I mean. Those things are delicious.
Nothing like getting carried away. Although I'm pretty unclear that can actually really happen about an actual little bird carrying a human kid that size up that high. He'd be too fucking heavy to carry. Although I've seen an actual eagle or some kind of a vulture or falcon actually pick up a little kid and then just drop him. At least the kid didn't actually get hurt. But it's kind of pretty sad and pathetic how a small little dog actually gets snagged up by a bird.
Why did I say it could get a lot worse?
Oh, please, please, don't drop me, don't eat me, none of that. When that happened, I screamed, holy shit! Having the theater laughing, because I did not expect that to happen. And by the way, Jamie Foxx is the best character in the movie. He is like the modern Samuel L. Jackson. You should see this movie.
Is this outfit really necessary?
Abominable snowmen are of alpine origin, Stella. Yodeling is their love language, and we need you to look as authentic as you sound.
I know that. I'm not threatened.
Nothing like playing a stereotype in an actual show like this. At least he's not wearing the wig. Or mocking Swedish people. Well, at least Clyde's not Jewish.
Yodelay, 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 hee-hoo!
Shut up and stuff it!
Danke, chef.
I love seeing Stella's Yodel Boy persona from Saved by the Spell, but I think we're in Avalanche territory, so no offense, Stella, but...
That's really great, Stella, but try something like this. Wait a minute, they're in a wintry alpine wonderland. If anybody shouts or yodels and then suddenly we hear echoes running off, that would cause an... oh shit.
That's not the snowman. It's an avalanche!
Shall we run for our lives?
Oh, yes, let's.
Woo! I'm glad we're okay.
And I think that'd be fucking safe to say not to fire a gun out here if you're deer hunting.
Wait, where's Liam?
Where'd he go?
Liam, are you okay? I'm okay, y'all. Just go on without me. I'll have Meemaw thaw me out.
Wait a minute, couldn't he actually at least dig himself out of that? I mean, he just poked his arm out. No sense of him getting the rest of his body out of there.
Survey says...
This is Pete. We've got no proof of the snowman. It's cold, and my legs are tired from all this walking.
Yeah, please don't tell us that you're freezing your nuts off, too.
I'm freezing my nuts off!
Damn, the cold is making everybody crankier.
You have no idea what I'm going through. You're in a warm recording studio in LA getting paid tons of money.
Not enough.
Guys, we're never gonna find this thing.
Clyde, you pussy.
That's okay. I know it's scary.
Clyde, if you faint one more time, we're leaving you here and calling your dads to come pick you up.
I ain't carrying his ass home this time.
Maybe not. Check this out.
You got it,
Sweet, dude.
Whoa! We gotta get this story uploaded to the school website, ASAP.
Nice, but do you think the people actually will buy it, or do you think they're gonna disbelieve it as a hoax? I'll tell you one thing, Hunchback was no hoax.
Hey, you guys aren't gonna believe... what's going on?
I'm so sorry, I need to bring this in. Lily doing that shush alone makes me laugh. It's like she even knows when someone needs to be quiet.
The discovery of an abominable snowman by Royalwood's very own Action News team has sent shockwaves around the Midwest. This is Catherine Mulligan saying, don't get eaten out there.
And also, don't take a leak in the wood, otherwise you're gonna get raped. You know, thinking of a Yeti reminds me of a game called Far Cry 4. Being inside a Yeti's cave, scary as fuck.
You guys are on every channel. Action News Team and Snowman. Action News Team and Snowman. Underwear causing butt rash.
Rita making that kind of face gesture, I just have to laugh and save this one. You never know what kind of episode review I could use that kind of face gesture for.
You're all over the internet, too. Even my science blogs are abuzz. Kudos, Big Bro and Associates. This may be the scoop of the century.
Not gonna lie, this is actually pretty awesome, but this feels too good to be true. There's gotta be a catch to this.
That sounds great, and since we got 5 minutes left, something might go downhill about this. Because I'm starting to predict an episode that actually did happen to Lisa here before, if anyone remembers what the episode was.
Hey everyone, look! It's the Action News team! Great job, guys!
Look everybody, it's the girl that nobody wants to have sex with. Well then again, Chandler might have a shot with her.
Really?
Fellers and stellars, we got ourselves a big old problemo.
Oh, look, I just had a chemical peel, so you'll have to find someone else's face to plant that feathered ass.
That photo y'all took wasn't of an abominable snowman at all.
What the hell are you talking about?
It was my long-lost sheep, Roxanne.
Poppycock!
Poppycock! Poppycock!
No way! Sheep aren't that big, and they don't walk on 2 legs.
Yeah, she'd never walk on two legs unless they're living in an anthropomorphic world where every animal talks, wears clothes, and can walk like a human being.
Look, y'all, she ain't been shorn in a year, and I taught her to walk on two legs so we could skateboard together.
What?
Well, big fella, I told her that she's—
Excuse me?
You see? I'd recognize those baby blues anywhere.
Oh no! He's right!
Survey says...
That's peacock shit. Who's the dummy that actually thought of this for an episode? Is somebody really living in a fantasy, or are they living into a reality world? Seriously, you could teach a parrot to do comedy, but teaching a sheep to stand up on two legs like a fucking human being? That is so highly impossible, even where I come from. I suppose the next thing you're gonna tell us that you taught a horse how to jack off.
If you'll pardon the expression, of course.
Wow, just wow. I'm kind of bummed out that it wasn't an actual Yeti, but it was cleverly set up since Liam wasn't there with them when they first encountered Roxanne themselves. Also, I guess we can add Yetis to the list of things the recent seasons of the show draws the line at, along with aliens and vampires.
So the gang actually put the pieces together, and you're never gonna guess about what trope this is actually gonna fall into. Oh, that's right, we're going back to that fucked up trope once more again. And when's the last time they did this fucked up shit? Since Fam Scam, Friends in Dry Places, or maybe The Loudly Bones. It has to be one of those episodes that has this fucked up trope that everybody's getting so sick of.
It is, Roxanne! We have to retract our story. Let's just say we goofed. We mistook our friend's long-lost, unshorn sheep for a mythical snow beast.
This is a national news story. No one would ever believe our reporting again.
I wouldn't worry too much about it, guys. I mean, it's not like you set this whole thing up on purpose, like how some people fake sightings of, say, Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, and El Chupacabra.
So the Freckle gang go back to the Winter Wonderland to find this fucked up Yeti that turned out to be a little sheep.
Hello, I'm
Catherine Mulligan.
That's her name, and don't you wear it out.
Reporting live on the abominable snowman that had struck fear into the hearts of all Royal Woodsians. Today we hope to calm that fear by broadcasting the beast's capture.
I'm sorry, did she say capture? She's going to capture it?
Look, Natural Redhead, I know you're not the smartest out of the entire group, but what makes you think Catherine Mulligan is actually gonna capture the beast? I think someone else is being hired to capture the beast.
No, I am.
Mr. Bullhafner?
Will you remind me again why we brought him?
The mayor started getting calls from concerned residents after your news report, so she tasked me with capturing this snow menace.
Oh no, Catherine Mulligan is bad enough, but now Bullhafner's involved? This is not gonna end well.
I think this might actually be a good turn of event. If Bullhafner does actually capture and kill this thing. And speaking about all of this, before I forget about this, to put this in the result at the end of the episode, when I go to my conclusion, I would have liked it if this episode turns out that the Yeti is actually a person trying to put on a show, and certainly a new character being created for this episode would come and capture the beast, maybe even kill it, so that this guy could actually prove that he was a hero. But it turned out the Yeti was actually just a costume, because something like this actually really happened in real life long ago, and I'm not making this up. Only this time, this guy was actually training a hyena to actually kill a couple of people in town. He brought a hyena all the way from Africa up into Asia. He trained it, it killed a lot of people, and he killed the hyena himself and got claimed to be a hero. Because back then, in that time, people didn't even know what a werewolf actually looked like, and they didn't even know what a hyena exactly looked like, so they claimed the hyena to be a werewolf because the hyena moved at nighttime. But in the very end, this guy confessed what he did, and before the cops could even get him, he was already dead by the time they arrived. I think a story like this would have actually worked for an episode like this. Anyways, back to the episode.
This is bad, real bad. If Mr. B finds Roxanne before we do, everyone will find out we're liars.
Please tell me you guys already figured out what trope is actually gonna fall into this category. Because Clyde just said it. I would consider this a liar reveal, but I'm not even too sure which liar reveal I would actually put it under. Because this one doesn't seem to drag too much long as Fram Scam did.
Hey, Mr. B. You think a few of us could tag along and help?
Fine, just don't get in my way.
I won't be no line. All your strangers better beware. If you're the king of
Don't stand there running high. Caught my better side. All right, Wilderness 101. Tag as many trees as you can so you don't end up walking in circles.
Normally, I use spray paint to do that job. Especially when I'm bike riding somewhere in a different area.
Let's move.
I wanna be okay. I just want for once nothing to worry about.
What is this? Oh, this music? Yeah, it's by this new young guy I saw in a bar like 2 a.m. in the East Village. You like it?
It's very good. I bet he's really nice, too. But you know what? I can't walk to that shit. Turn that shit off.
Huh? Could have sworn we checked this area.
Sucker. Come in, Snow Squirrel. This is Winter Possum. We have a visual of the target. I repeat, we have a visual.
Great, we'll shake Bull Hoffner and come meet you.
I knew it! You've been trying to sabotage me!
Survey says...
Sorry, we actually have no idea.
BT Dubs, we're at that pond where we used to ice skate.
I have no idea what pond he's talking about.
Exact coordinates are 55 west by 22 north.
Ha!
Okay, seriously, either someone take out the batteries or tell Zach to shut up.
Well, you could at least turn that shit off and maybe he wouldn't get the information about where he's gonna go now. But it's not too late to get another sheep to replace. If he captures or kills the thing, you guys wouldn't be in this kind of situation to try and lie to them.
Survey says...
We'll walk up to them and say, hey, and they say, what? And then we say, this is our block. Now you gonna get down or you gonna lay down? And if they be like, I don't know, let me think about it. We pull out the Roscoe and we be like, block out, block out. And they be like, oh, you shot me. And we be like, take that, faggots.
We need to have a talk.
Guys, you've got company.
Get away from that thing!
Again! And we're live.
Mr. B, you can't do this.
Here it comes in 2, 1.
We messed up. That's no abominable snowman.
It's my sheep, Roxanne.
And there's the fucking liar reveal. But to be fair, it didn't seem like too much of a liar reveal that dragged on. Because honestly, the gang didn't even know this was a fucking sheep in the first place to begin with, until Liam told him so. And it makes me think of a Simpsons episode where Bart should have actually took the whole entire punishment and blame when he burnt the tree and the presents down around Christmas time. And likely I hated what he did in that episode. You're fucking shitting me. I cannot believe a little fucker like that was a Yeti the whole entire fucking time. By the way, since when do sheep actually have thick wool that big on them to make them look so fucking monstrous? Even polar bear fur won't even reach that stage. And yet they can stand on their hind legs.
Well, this is Catherine Mulligan saying our whole town has been duped. And Mr. Bull Hoffner only has 9 toes.
8! Lost one on my left foot, too.
I don't even want to know how that happened. Especially when I already seen it and got scarred for it during one episode.
I did not need to hear that.
God, that still haunts me like Pamela Anderson being barbed wired.
Listen, everyone. We didn't mean for this to happen. We really did think there was an abominable snowman in Royal Woods.
But when we found out we were wrong, we covered it up so people wouldn't think we were bad reporters.
It's okay, guys. It was an honest mistake, and you guys didn't mean to do it on purpose. Plus, I give you guys major props for coming clean worldwide about it, unlike Lisa from the Loudly Bones.
So much likely I could just give them a 50-50 out of this one. Because again, they didn't know until then. When they did find out, they tried to lie about it.
Yeah, we sure are sorry for scaring y'all.
Y'all shouldn't be even apologizing for this. That damn sheep of yours should be apologizing. I wouldn't be too fucking surprised if the Yeti was a lost relative of Flip's.
Hang on. This is Catherine Mulligan saying, apology accepted.
Catherine Mulligan coming in the defense for the Action News team again like she did in Scoop Snoop. Season 6 really made me grow to like her a lot. Well, with the exception of Doom Service.
We all make mistakes. I once reported that radioactive mutants had taken over City Hall.
Okay, but that was true.
I would put a stop after that, especially about what you just said and what Lisa did in the past few episodes that had something to do with radioactive waste. And I'd be scared out of my fucking mind if anyone got mutated in Royal Woods in the future episodes.
Thanks, Catherine. We appreciate it.
From now on, we promise we'll report only the truth.
And that's an Action News team guarantee.
Do I dare live out the American dream?
Yeah, whatever. Hey, Mulligan, I got a real story for you. Ever see a guy with 8 toes?
No! Fuck that!
Stop the camera! Cut!
Survey says...
Snow News Day.
I'm not so bad. I just hate to see a good...
Don't hate me for saying this, but I think this episode was goodly decent, to put it nicely. I put it this way because Lincoln and the Freckle Gang are actually being the Action News team and actually investigating that there's a Yeti sighting in Royal Woods. I thought it was actually good that they actually introduced a Yeti into the actual show of the Loud House. But the bigger problem I have with this episode was the actual ending. It turned out it wasn't the Yeti at all. It turned out it was a lost sheep from Liam's farm, Roxanne. When I found out that it was a sheep, I was like, what the actual fuck? And since when does a fucking sheep become an anthropomorphic to stand up like a human being? I know what Liam said about how the way the sheep did it, but it's still no fucking excuse for how the way a little sheep turned out to be a huge ass Yeti. And the episode did feel like a mix between Zack Attack and the Loudly Bones. Although I could actually add Scoop Snoops on into this, even if that one was an earlier episode in this season. But I will say, the first half of this episode is a little bit better than the second half of the action. I'm kind of the guy who's actually a more down-to-earth style. And I do miss the old style of the writing back in season 1. But when the Freckle Gang actually found out that there was a sheep in Yeti's clothing, they started doing the half-ass liar reveal. Again. Not to mention there's a guilt spiral, which can get very annoying real fast after listening and seizing in multiple seasons. But if I could be honest, it was kind of hard for me to sit through with Mr. Bolhoffner, still bad as he began in season 5. And even Catherine Mulligan doesn't do nothing to help this episode, despite the fact that I actually like this character from Scoop Snoop. Although she did actually stick up for the actual Freckle Gangs, saying that everybody makes mistakes. Okay, but seriously? It could have been so much better. Even it did have a bad way to actually end this episode. Lincoln and his sisters get punished, but him being with the Freckle Gang, they don't get punished? Could have been more justified. But does this make this a bad episode? Well, I can't give you the straightforward answer to that, since everybody's muchly entitled to their opinion with this episode. And mine's is, this does keep it away from being a good episode. And it almost tilts itself to the bad side. But somehow it kind of felt good to watch this episode around the holidays, especially in a time like this. So my recommendation is this. You could watch this episode, and you can decide whether you believe in a Yeti or not, if you're living in a snowy area.
For what it's worth, this was a pretty enjoyable Action News team episode with Lincoln and his friends. The antics they went through to try to find the supposed abominable snowman were all fun and entertaining, the main highlight for me being the return of Stella's Yoda Boy persona. Though admittedly, it was kind of a letdown when the abominable snowman was actually Liam's long-lost unshorn sheep. But that being said, I still enjoyed Lincoln and his friends in the second act because you do feel for them. It was an honest mistake and you can tell they never meant to lie about it in the first place. But still, it was nice to see them make a public confession and apology at the end. Made even sweeter with Catherine Mulligan sticking up for them like she did at the end of Scoop Snoop. So overall, this was a fun and entertaining winter-themed mystery adventure.
This has been the Loud House Critic. And next week, get ready for war.
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push and shove. It's how we show our love. In the loud house, one boy and 10 girls wouldn't trade it for the world.
She's here.